Guys, Will Levy from Melbourne Strength and Conditioning. Going to show you through a modification for the single leg RDL, single leg Romanian deadlift exercise. So I stole this one from my mate Steve Bailey. He might have stolen from someone else. If he did, credit to them. I'm all for stealing exercises of other good coaches. So, we know a typical single leg RDL, hold it here, bang, hinge over, do a single leg RDL. Typically we'll use the contralateral side, so which means opposite side to the working leg, so right shoulder, working left leg, right? There's no rule saying we can't do ipsilateral, we can hold both, we can use a bar, we can hold something Zercher style, all sorts of single leg RDLs we can do, right? But there's dead stop single leg RDL. So what we get here is an element of reflexive stability. Here's the exercise. I'll show you a couple from side on. Oop, bad one. Okay, so what you'll notice is the real key to this exercise is picking it up straight away. So I don't want to hinge down into that position and rest on the bell, get balanced, get stable, and then come up once I'm comfortable. I want to get down there and grab it straight away. Right, so again we have to reflex. I've come down here, unloaded, and then instantly I want to adapt to that load in my hand. So the first few times you try it, it's probably going to throw you off. Now I'm using, this is 20 kilo, it's a moderate weight here just for demonstration purposes. But if you fall over a few times, that's fine. Right, that's the exercise where you're training that reflexive stability. So if first go, you pick up the kettlebell and do it perfect, it's probably too light. I would want to see my client muck up a few times and then be able to adjust and overcome that. So again, here, now I grab it straight away and I'm on my way up. Get that hip lock out, so we want full hip extension at the top. And after I've got that, then I can touch my foot. If I need to get some balance before I go again, touch that foot down, get set, lift it up, go again, let it go, get the lock out, then touch the foot. What I don't like to see is come up, oh, I'm losing balance, boom, put the foot down. If that happens, I'll call that a no rep, right? We want to grab it, up, lock out, then touch the foot if you need to. Okay, so always getting that full hip extension. Then a way that we can advance it, we can simply throw in more changes to it. So as well as having to suddenly adapt to the fact that we're grabbing it all of a sudden and having more weight on the body instantly, we can also then switch left and right, so it's a bit more demanding on the nervous system. So we can go contralateral, boom, grab it, lock it out, come down, come up without it, and then ipsilateral, lock it, go down without it, right? And swapping back and forth. So you never really get to adjust to that same position, you don't get to be in your groove, right? We're throwing you off constantly. You can maybe even get really tricky and you use two different weights, right? Two different size kettlebells. So you grab a light one and then suddenly a heavier one. So your nervous system has to adapt to all these different stimuli. So no rule exactly how to do it. Probably just one cue. But obviously we want to be able to have a good single leg RDL anyway. So train people at body weight, have that pattern, spend a bit of time just doing the standard version. But then when we do this one, we lift off the ground. Just one note would be, when we grab it, we don't want to be in this loose position in the upper back. Kind of like when we're teaching somebody to deadlift, right? We get them here and we say, take the slack out of the bar, tighten that back and bring it up. So we've got kind of short arms, not long arms, rounded like this. So what I wouldn't want to see is this. Grab it and coming up like that, where it kind of pulls my shoulder out, pulls that shoulder blade forward. I want to get down in that position with that shoulder sort of retracted in that short arm position, I like to call it. So the chest is puffed out, short arm, grab it there and come straight up with it without the weight of the kettlebell pulling me out. So I'll show you that. Here's a good one, hopefully. Right. Again, so I've got that stiff arm. Here's a bad one. Right, you see how it sort of pulls my shoulder out? I'll try and do it again. Right, it pulls my shoulder out, makes me round over a bit. Right, a couple of good ones to finish. Grab it, chest out, shoulder back, right? So that's one we use fairly commonly with clients. Good way to really get that single leg stability dialed in. Foot stability, a lot of stuff going on there. Just a good little modification from the typical single leg RDLs. Also a good way to get more volume in, because we call the rep each time you lift it. So if we give, say, 8 reps a side, you're kind of doing 16 reps of the pattern, because we keep coming up unloaded in between. So if we do 8 reps a side, that's 16 loaded total, but also 16 reps unloaded. So it's a lot more volume and it's good practice of the pattern. So that's the dead stop single leg RDL. Try it out, see how you go.